I grew up in the beautiful Ovens Valley in Australia, where there were still forests, rivers and wildlife. One day I visited a family friend. On the floor in the middle of his tobacco shed was a pile of old books. 2 dull green, nondescript books seemed to leap out at me. Sahara Conquest and I Planted Trees by the international tree campaigner Richard St. Barbie Baker. When the forests go, the waters go, the fish and game go, crops go, herds and flocks go, fertility departs. Then the age-old phantoms appear stealthily, one after another: flood, drought, fire, famine, pestilence. And this greatly encouraged me that this might be something that I could do with my life also. I never expected to find an Australian girl mad enough to want to live in a mud hut with me in the middle of Africa. However, I couldn't help being attracted to one of the girls in my year, Liz Fearon. I innocently asked her why she was studying agriculture. Without hesitation, Liz responded that she believed God was calling her to help people through working in agriculture in Africa. Right after our studies, Liz and I, with our 6-month-old son Ben, went to Niger Republic. We were both 24 years old. The younger 3 of our children were born in Niger. A memory that stands out from that time is that we constantly wet our sheets to cool down the mattresses before we could go to sleep.
We're here at the 30th anniversary of the Hamptons International Film Festival, speaking with
Volker Schlondorff.
Nice to meet you, sir. Tell me a little about your film that's at the festival this year.
Well, it's the first documentary after 30 feature films, and it's an activist's film. It came upon me when I met this Australian agronomist who kind of has entire forests regrown in Africa without planting a single tree.
Oh, wow. How did the subject matter come to you to make a doc about it?
I met him after he received the so-called Alternative Nobel Award in Stockholm, and I happened to be there, and I was so thrilled by it. 6 weeks later, I met him again in Mali, Bamako, in Africa, and for 3 years I've been following him around Africa and India, restoring hope more than trees within the village communities in Africa.
Very nice. Are you locally based, or did you fly in for the festival?
I flew in from Berlin.
Berlin. A nice trip to come out. How are you enjoying the Hamptons so far?
Well, it's been great. I had a cabin here on the beach for 10 years, so I have a lot of friends and a good reason to come.
Very nice. Tell me, what do you hope that audiences can take away from the film after they've seen it?
They'll take a different picture of Africa. No more misery, no more famine, and no more civil war, and no more horror, but hope and a very resilient population with a lot of faith into their own future.
Nice. In closing, is there anything you'd like to say to the Hamptons Film Festival for the official selection?
Well, it's the second time I'm here. First time was with Diplomacy almost 10 years ago. Unfortunately, my movie Return to Montauk, which belonged here, didn't make it. I love being here. It's a wonderful festival where I partook many times just as a member of the audience, so I know how important it is for the cultural life out here.